Hi. How the devil are we all? Yeah, I know, right? What is going on there? Game capture. Do you want to actually maybe work a little bit? Hello. Bear with, folks. We had a lot of technical difficulties with streaming of late. Really am. Why is the game capture not doing what it should be doing? Alright. We will tell it to capture. There we go. Yeah. Oh, no. It's all the wrong size. Stand by. Why is it all the wrong size? Okay. Alright. Alright. Stand by. Hope you're doing. I hope you're having a better bloody Saturday than I am. Oh boy. It's all gone wonky. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think that's everything. Good evening, everybody. It's rebelling. It is, isn't it? Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. I am Wolf. How you doing, mate? Welcome along. Solo Spirits here as well. Maliki Kid, Brett, Stowers, yo, OTT. Good evening to you too, sir. AC Blazer. How the devil are you? Merlin the Chaos is here. Great job in the latest Let's Play, man. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably your best one so far. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Gremlins in abound. They are indeed. Rabsonic, what's up? Welcome along. Storm Elite as well. Hello. Grayling's doing mischief. Yeah, probably. Bastards. You missed one stream and oh, there's an entire ship. Yes, John Bragg. Yeah, you missed one stream and that happens. This is what happens. You see? You got no excuse. They're uploaded on YouTube afterwards. No excuse. In fairness, when I started this ship was almost finished anyway. No, it wasn't. A large portion of the hull had been kind of mapped out and stuff, but you know, there was nowhere near finished. No announcement on Discord. I don't always announce on Discord because there is a bot that will post it in the Twitch feed and YouTube feed channels for me. So I apologize if you're relying on announcements. Then that might be frustrating. Gregory, what's up, dude? Welcome along. I hope you're all doing well. You handsome bunch of people, you. We're back. We're back with the Dreadnought today. Hang on. Is that a bit loud, or are you hearing me okay? It's a bit loud in my ears, but it might be alright on the stream. Sort of thing I kind of do to force myself to talk louder. It's just blast myself with loud music. And that way, I talk a bit louder. Tad loud. Alright. We shall crank it down a tad. Let's go down to about 70%. How's that? As always, feedback on volumes and audios and stuff. If things are too loud, too quiet, do let me know. Elena, welcome. How the devil are you? John, to be fair, watching it after doesn't have the same involvement watching it live does. Right? Mike Brown, what's up? Nice ship, thanks, Pix. Elias, hello, Elias. It's okay, we turn our speakers down. Well, yeah, I suppose you could. Yes, that works too. Okay, so yeah, last week we did a lot of sort of exterior work on the ship here, and we got the sort of outer hull kind of done, apart from maybe, obviously texture, paintwork. We got maybe an extra few bits of detail and stuff to do, maybe on the bottom of here. This big flat area here is a bit ugly and boring. I haven't done... I know I said at the end of the last stream that I'll do a bit off camera. I haven't done any off camera. I'm sorry. I've just been absolutely trying to hammer out content and stuff. It just didn't happen. Anyway, we'll get a symmetry mode. What I want to do today is focus on setting out the interior space and putting in devices and stuff like that. So it's a Dreadnought, so it's a combat vessel. However, I don't want it to be completely and utterly clipped from possibilities. It's at 13.3 billion CPU. It is redonkulous. But it is entirely possible because in Reforged you can just add as many quantum extenders as you could possibly find to get the sort of CPU that you need to get. So yes, it's a redonkulous amount of CPU, but as you farm legacy stuff for sport, you will be acquiring a lot of quantum CPUs. That's one of the rooms that we will need to hash out today, is somewhere to store all of those quantum CPUs. Red-Eyed Sniper, dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chatting $5, $4.99. Thank you so much, dude. That's really generous of you. He says, what's up, my man? How's it going? Hello to all the rest of the chat as well. Red-Eyed Sniper, thank you very much. Things are looking up, my friend. Thanks to you. Very cool. Can you craft quantums? No, you can't. You can only find the buggers. You can only find the buggers, and you have to loot them from legacy stuff, and they might appear. I don't know. Quantums. You get them from some certain ultra rare containers, anyway. That way. So Red-Eyed Sniper again. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's only just been here, but he's back again for a $10 super chat. Good God, sir. You are extremely generous. Thank you so much. Again. Wow. You can craft aux cores, though. Yes, you can. Yeah. So, quantums are loot only. Auxiliaries are craftable. Again, Red-Eyed Sniper, dude. Thank you so much. That's really generous of you. Very, very kind. Right. Let's get building, shall we? Let's get building. So I did end, as you all probably know, I did end the series of Empyrean before I brought this thing in. I would have been able to, with IWC's help, I would have been able to bring this in reasonably quickly, because they've just got a stock of quantums that just seem to be endless. So this wouldn't have been a big issue. So from a grinding point of view, it wouldn't have taken very much, I don't think, to put in, apart from maybe some Xeno. Might have taken a little while. From a gameplay point of view, however, which is what I would have shown it off in, I would have just shown you straight into gameplay with it. I could do that in single player. Or, you know, just for testing and whatnot, we can just spawn it in. Right, I gotta layer up the armor around here. I want at least sort of 3 layers of Xeno between the outer hull and anything on the interior here. So this section is like one of the thinnest parts of the ship here. It's probably going to be compressed down into just a single corridor that runs between these generators. Everything else around here, maybe space for a fuel tank or 2. This area, I still haven't decided between ammo boxes and fuel tanks. It's right there. I'm thinking fuel tanks. I'm thinking big secondary fuel tanks. And then we have more fuel tanks elsewhere. And that way, if this part of the ship gets blown up, you lose fuel, you don't lose the ability to shoot back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Valentine's Jeep, welcome, sir. He says, good Saturday, sir. Good Saturday to you too, sir. I am all for represent IWC. Med bay and cozy spaces for crew. We'll try. We'll definitely try and get them in there. I think I've got the space. It's going to be interesting, though. Obviously, the priority is going to be fuel and ammo and generators. And obviously somewhere to sit. But if we've got the space after that, definitely constructors, storage, medical, all the mod cons, and then finally quarters, RP stuff. Yeah. Anyway, some of the boring stuff we need to do is just layer the Xeno steel here. So we're going to crack on with that. Right. Lock that texture into place. And we're going to just sort of layer this out, flatten it out into... usable square space that we can sort of carve into. It's not going to be particularly interesting the first part of this stream, but I'll try and liven it up with a bit of chatter and some banter. Ha ha ha. How are you guys liking, much are you watching the Subnautica series that I'm doing at the moment? I am absolutely loving that game. It's not as good as the original Subnautica. I don't think it ever could be as good as the original Subnautica. Because it's not original anymore. It's that, you know, you can't beat that original feeling of discovery and mystery that Subnautica was so bloody good at doing. But, you know, it already has a big nostalgia quality to it. So even just being in the ocean again is amazing. It's so good. I'm loving it. Had to buy it because he... Baba, what can I say? Except you're welcome. Now you'll all have that song in your head forever as well. You're welcome. I like the new story in Subnautica. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of comments from people saying they don't like the story as well. It seems to be a bit of a kind of mixed bag of reactions, because I understand that there was some like controversy around the writers or the writer or something like that had to get laid off or whatever, you know. People in that kind of industry get laid off all the time. They say something wrong or whatever. The company doesn't really have a choice but to get rid of the buggers. So it happens, and whatever happens as a result of that happens, whether it's good or bad. Nothing really can be done about it. But I'm trying to just sort of focus on the story itself rather than the politics around it, you know? And so far, I gotta say, I am intrigued and I'm enjoying it. I'm not comparing it to or trying not to compare it to the original Subnautica, because, you know, there is no comparison to that. It's not going to be as good as that. And I think once you accept that and you kind of go, yeah, okay, it's not going to be as good as the original Subnautica, it would be bloody difficult, near on impossible to make anything as good as the original Subnautica, because, previous point, originality. But I'm going to enjoy it. I'll try to, nonetheless, and treat it as an original works, or as a separate work, sorry. And so far, I got to say, it's bloody good. I am thoroughly enjoying. You know, the PDA has the sarcasm settings turned up to 12. You know, it's got all that same little, the joyous qualities of a sarcastic as hell bloody PDA, giving you shit every 5 minutes, which is good. Some of the jokes are a bit lazy, but you know, that happens. But yeah, brilliant still. Yeah, YouTube allows a live rescrub so you can watch it from the start. There you go, it does. I'm scared of the ocean, so I can't play it. Ah, damn. Yeah, that must be pretty bad, but at least you can watch it, I suppose. That's a good step. Haven't played the first one yet. Oh ho 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 ho! You haven't played the original Subnautica. Well, Papa, I know that you've got your own YouTube channel, dude, so you need to get on that, and you need to make a series out of that, because there's everybody who's played the original will be jealous of you, as I am, that you get to experience that for the first time. It's something that none of us can do ever again. So, do it. YouTube series, that. I think people will like to watch, because exactly that, because we will get to see your genuine first reactions to Subnautica, something that, like I said, we can't experience for ourselves anymore, but we can remember it, and seeing someone else go through that for the first time is just, it's delightful. It's delightful, dude. Do it. Get on it. I think people will want to watch that. Shoot. Maybe I should give it a shot. I never played it and hardly ever watched it. Subnautica for me is one of those games that's up there in the kind of in the history books, like Skyrim, right? Everyone's played bloody Skyrim. Everybody knows bloody Skyrim. It's one of those games, and if you meet someone that's never played Skyrim, you go, "Oh, you're in for a treat," because you know how good it is, right? For me, Subnautica's up there with one of those, with that sort of thing. So, yeah, I think it's definitely worth a good extended look if you've never been that. I mean, it depends, because I guess it won't be. It's not for everyone. No game is for everyone, is it? So if you're not into survival and if you're not into necessarily kind of single player, story driven, I don't know, mystery games, I suppose, because Subnautica's a bit of a kind of mystery game. You gotta do some of the investigating and figuring out yourself. It doesn't just take you through the narrative. I think that's one of the things. It just gives you kind of breadcrumbs and hopes that you find the way through it. And that's not for everyone, I suppose. So if that's not for you, then that's not for you. You might not enjoy Subnautica, but there is a majesty to the world that they built, as well as the story. The story is obviously a very big and important part, but the world that they created, you can't help but appreciate that, I think. I think anybody that looks at that and goes, meh, I've seen better, is just, get out. You're not a real human. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I mean, I just, yeah, I want to play some more. I've already recorded the next 2 episodes. Well, 1.5. Need to get them edited. I haven't edited them yet. Okay, so we're lining up this Xeno steel nicely. It's just layers and layers and layers, but you can see like the corners here, they're in areas. So we still need to add more to it. And like I said, I'm just going to try and build a box for all intensive purposes. And we are going to go through some serious amounts of Xeno doing this. Oh yeah. As a single player story, Subnautica is up there with Half-Life 2 for me. Whimper Man, couldn't agree with you more. Spanj don't slowly arise. Will she hold her own, chat? We shall see. Below Zero is awesome so far. Nice. I can't believe you're playing Below Zero before you've played the original Subnautica, though. Dude! There's got to be a law against that, surely. I do miss the Seamoth. Yes, I missed the Seamoth. I missed the Seamoth. I missed the Cyclops. At least we got the prawn suit. At least we got the prawn suit. That's good. But yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. Seamoth was awesome. Had so much character. I remember that thing saving me with its dying breath from a Reaper. You know, it was just, this Reaper was tearing it apart, and by the fraction of health, it managed to escape the Reaper's clutches. I don't know how to this day why the Reaper let it go, but I like to think that it was just the sheer determination of the Seamoth wiggling itself free. Ah, yeah. It's funny how you come sort of like attached to these little fake machines, these digital machines. It's so weird. But yeah, Seamoth will be missed. I think, right, I think that's enough Xeno around that particular section here. So this space that we've got here, we can definitely use, but like I say, maybe like fuel tanks, ammo boxes. I think, like I said, fuel tanks would be better. We need to bring this ceiling here along a bit. This section then only has So much Xeno. All the Xeno steel. Hello, what happened there? Oh, it went down instead of along. Whoops. Oh, this is where generators are, so I mean I'm not going to skimp on the steel here, that's for sure. This is exactly where generators live. But I suppose I've got to be a little bit careful. Every layer of this stuff I add to this thing is going to slow it down. Already I suspect that our forward velocity is massively decreased. Yeah, our pitch and yaw and stuff like that. And we've got to obviously fill a lot more of the ship with this still, so be a little bit more selective about where I just paste this stuff. Xeno is lighter than combat steel and it has more hit points, but it doesn't mean that it's not heavy, you know? Oops. Thick. Yeah. She is one loaded girl. Right. Couple more layers here. So I'm thinking the further back that I go, the sort of the different I switch to like a different material. So let's have a look. Right. That's 2.45 tons. Xeno is 2.6 tons. And steel is 1. There's obviously so much less hit points in that. I think we're actually going to turn out to have a lot of space in here, perhaps. So we get to build in a difficult to access thermal exhaust port that Emmy can hit for a quick kill. A 2 meter wide exhaust port leading straight to the core. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oops. Hello. Something went wrong. Now, this is the tricky one. We got the bridge here, so obviously that needs to be quite armored, so it can't just be like sniped out. At the same time, I don't want to be too armored, otherwise we'll be sat just, well, here, not actually in the bridge, if you know what I mean. So I think yeah. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, how have I got slopes inside? But I think this used to be outside. Okay, so this is... These two blocks here, this is the bridge, I think, because that is basically exactly what I was saying. You're just going to be... Remember, one of the layers on the outside there is just steel as well, so... Yeah. We need to be careful here. So much Xeno. Hey, Maliki, dude. Absolute gentleman. Dude, thank you so much for gifting subs over on Twitch. Very, very kind of you. When are you continuing the Subnautica series? Next episode will be up on Monday. So normal schedule for me is episodes Monday, Friday. Saturday I take off. Well, I do this, but I need the weekend to edit, basically, so... I don't have time to upload the videos on there, but... Yeah, so Monday will be the next Subnautica episode. Trying to cover up all this steel, man. It's difficult. And then you're like, okay, I've covered it up, but then you're actually, oh, that is only one block between there and the inside, so now I need to go down at least another block down. Or for there at least, anyway. You're like, how thick is this thing? It's so difficult to kind of gauge how many layers I've got where. Because I want at least 2 or 3 of Xeno underneath that steel everywhere. Presidente, dude, thank you so much for the 9-month sub. Appreciate it, sir. This is getting crazy, isn't it? You planning on breaking Reforged Eden with this build? Pretty much, yeah. Size class 11 so far, not too bad. Bearing in mind the Ventress is size class 13, so and she's fine. We haven't done interior work yet, though, so, you know. It could all go wrong. These are original kind of scaffolds here that I'm taking out. Don't need those anymore. What do you think the vinyl Xeno cost of this thing's going to be? 400,000? 500,000? Sorry, I meant to do all this off camera, I apologise. It's not particularly interested in the moment. It's basically placing crap loads of blocks. Hope you how do you have so many ideas for your ships? They always look amazing. Well, thank you, sir. Very kind of you to say. I sometimes it just sort of pops into my head, I guess. So some ideas do. Others, like this one, are heavily inspired by TV shows. The shape of this build is an Asgard battlecruiser from Stargate, the Stargate franchise. But I mean, I haven't done a complete replica of it. I've sort of taken the basic shape and then put on my own spin, I guess. As much as you can. So I've explained it in a couple of streams now, where it's like I wanted a way to elevate the guns at the rear on pokey outy bits and make it look reasonable at the same time. So I've observed the meta of sort of high damage PvP tanky builds, and they've always got the guns on the back, sticky outy bits. So I put the guns on the back on sticky outy bits. But the overall shape of that is very much heavily inspired by Asgard battlecruiser. If you just Google image search Asgard battleship, Asgard the O'Neill or the Daniel Jackson, you'll see what I'm talking about, and you'll be like, ah, yeah, a cheeky bastard ripped the entire design off of that TV. You're not far wrong. But like I said, I've tried to sort of put my own thing on it. I haven't taken the shape and 100% replicated it here. It's got some spin, I suppose I could say. The ship is going to be a grind to bring in. Yes, it will be. But that's endgame Dreadnoughts for you. This thing will hopefully be able to defeat anything in the game. But what's the Xeno count up to? We are up to 290,000 Xeno. Only 290,000. Are you going to do a redo of the Daedalus? Do you know what? The Daedalus has never really interested me as a ship. As a ship shape. It's never really kind of, yeah, come up as something that I want to recreate or base a build off of. Hold the gasps. Don't get me wrong, Daedalus is a good ship. It has been done to death on the workshop, though. was thinking about putting an ammo box in there. I think it'll be reasonably safe in there. It's at the bottom. It is surrounded by guns and thrusters, in fairness, but at the back of the ship. We are nearly done with the Xeno, in fairness. We only have a little bit left to do. Oh. Random. Oh! No! That is not nice. You're abusing the lock feature today. I don't mind the 1 or 2 bits of steel in amongst all this. I don't think it's going to make a big difference. Merlin of Chaos. Dude, thank you so much. £10. That's awesome, dude. Thank you very much. Absolute gentleman. Thank you. That's really generous. What is the occasion there, Merlin? Anything you want to celebrate? Anything you want to say? Ask? I think we have that in the warehouse. Iron Wolf. You absolute mad lad. IWC represent. The Xeno carrier you thought looked like the Daedalus. It did a little bit, actually, yeah. How does the symmetry thing work? Because I have struggled in the past where it doesn't build the same blocks other side and then have to fart ass around trying to find the right shapes to match up. Well... So you're not talking about physically placing the symmetry field. You're talking about some blocks it doesn't seem to work. Some blocks it doesn't. Certain thin blocks and stuff like that, it will screw up royally. But the basic blocks it should do fine. Yeah, if you throw anything like the thin blocks at it and stuff, it will just get confused. No occasion, Spanj, just thought I'd throw you some love. I appreciate it, Merlin. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. I want to have access to these thrusters. I want to leave them open. I'm going to do the block below like that. Maybe I'll add to them later, but I'm going to leave the access to that open. As for these ones, no, I'm going to wall them off. I'm going to wall them off with steel, though. Gotta try and focus my attention on it, just layering the outer hull and not shaping internal space right now. They're kind of one and the same thing, but you know what I mean. Man, this thing's gonna grind to a halt soon. So many blocks here. So with that giant tower over there, we don't necessarily need a lot of Xeno on the top of that. Oh, we're getting there, guys. Nearly done. And then we'll know exactly how much room we have to work with inside. Easy, easy, easy. Hey. Right. And the bottom. Just the bottom. Just the bottom. Left to do. Thought you were doing carbon substrate first. Nope, Xeno. Lol. Oh snap. Xeno steel. Oh, Xeno steel. Okay. We got the towers above here. Well, some of them anyway. Let's. Some of it is the tower. Some of it is not. I don't expect to run much on the outer wings here, but I was thinking of putting fuel tanks out here as well. Okay, is that it? There we go. I think that's it. Red-eyed sniper again. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's back, and he's gifting subs like an absolute mad lad. Red-eyed sniper, thank you very much. You absolute generous sod. Very kind of you. Right, let's see. Just going to scan around the edge here and just make sure there are no like super thin spots of armor that I've fudged. I mean, we're talking like one layer of Xeno in places, but these are places that are unlikely to get shot at, in theory. I think we're good. Yeah. I think we have a lot of armor. We have a very decent amount of armor. Yep. And we have a lot of space to work with, actually. Not so much in the way of sort of moving around space. I mean, all this down the side is going to be walled off and accessible. We'll have things down there like the fuel tanks, like I say, but if you have a weak spot, the missiles will find it. Chonky. Yeah. So that has slowed our forward momentum down to 19 meters a second, which is actually still not bad for a ship its size. 9 meters a second in the left, right, and reverse, and 19 up and down still. Pitch 7 degrees, yaw 7 degrees, and roll 15, actually. 15, again, not too bad for a ship of its size. Okay. That's the good news is we are done with the super heavy material. Now we're down to steel and carbon substrate. Why am I carrying around laser turrets? Let's grab some carbon substrate. We'll grab some more steel as well. Carbon. Papa Panda, dude. You guys are on it today. I love it. Papa Panda, dude, thank you very much for gifting subs. I tell you what, you just come onto my stream and somebody will give you a sub soon. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much, guys. Absolute legends. Right. Before we do that, maybe let's grab fuel tanks. We've got we've got 4 advanced generators already, but I want more. I want more. And we need obviously a room for quantums, the warp drive, the gravity generator. Well, we need gravity generators, of course. Shield generators. Trying to think of the big bulky stuff. Let's get ammunition controllers in there as well. Okay. So this is what we've got to play with. All this space that you can see right now is the space that we've got to play with. Okay. And we've got to fit... Well, this stuff is going to move. That's just all placeholder. We've got to fit everything into these spaces. And the further away from the walls, the better, obviously. I do want to then... You know, I've just layered this all in Xeno. I want to layer it now in another layer of steel. So that I can texture it freely like I did the outside. So you've got an outer layer of steel which I can texture nicely. Then the Xeno, which is terribly difficult to texture nicely, as the reason it all looks like honeycomb. And then another layer of steel on the inside. Oh dear. Call it low federally. Huh? What guns are you thinking of running on that bad boy? Boom. The heavies. This is basically what I've built here, guys, is the most powerful ship I can think of to build. So it has all of the upgraded weapons. So you will need a ridiculous amount of turret upgrade, large and advanced turret upgrade kits to bring this in. Yeah. Do you get a cut of the subscription money? Just curious. Yes, Papa. Well, you do. I think Twitch takes something ridiculous, like can't remember how much they take from a sub fee. It is crazy, like 50% or something. But yeah. I get a bit. Hard boiled, no soft center here. Exactly, Solo. So it's running a mixture of the standard turrets, which you can see on the front sort of quarters here. The standard turrets are, although they'll obviously shoot, they'll do damage, they are there to die. In the nicest possible way. I fully expect them to be destroyed at some point, and so that's why they are the standard turrets and not the upgraded ones. All of the upgraded ones are at the back. These are the ones I do not want or expect to die. And therefore, hopefully they are safe back here, free to fire on whatever the hell is in front of this ship, but hopefully not taking any return fire, because whatever's shooting the ship will be busy with the turrets on the outer hull, the decoy generators and thrusters lined in the front hull here, and of course the turrets on the underside of the hull as well, not to mention the thrusters here, which, again, hopefully it won't come to. You know, you kind of need these thrusters. And then that's about it, really. But yeah, we've got an assortment of pulse lasers here to obviously annihilate shields as quickly as possible. And then I think it's 160 turrets or something like that. Spanj, how is balance of weapons throughout ship percent, please? What? What? Do you want some graphs or something? Hang on. There's all the weapons. 12 artillery guns, 20 heavy lasers, 20 retractable miniguns turrets, 24 heavy missiles, 12 heavy rocket launchers, 8 retractable heavy flak, 4 heavy flak, 8 minigun turrets, heavies, 4 heavy artilleries, 12 retractable miniguns, 8 regular artilleries, 6 regular plasmas, 8 regular lasers, 17 heavy laser cannons, and 8 retractable standard missile turrets. If you follow, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Basically, the heavy ones are all the yellowy coloured ones, and if it doesn't say heavy, then it's the standard sort of turrets that do not need upgrading. Michael Rodus, dude, you, sir, have just won the prize of being absolute legend of the moment. Thank you very much for the $20 super chat over on YouTube. Dude, thank you very much. That's awesome. No message, just money. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. This is really kind of you. What is with the generosity today? I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. You guys make this whole thing possible, so thank you. Woo! Why, what was I talking about? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, generators. I want to put some more big, fat, stupid generators in here. So I was thinking back here, right at the back of the ship. What do you guys think? Maybe like on their ends, like that, and maybe like 3 of them, like that, right? Are they evenly spaced, or is it me, or is that not? I must have gone over. Oh wait, no. They're of course, yeah. These things aren't symmetrical. They're 2 by 4, not. Silly me. I can't have 3 then. I can have 2. Alright, 2's fine. 2's fine. We'll have 2. 2 on top of the 4 that we've already got. They're advanced generators, so they're the beasts. I'm hoping that they're obviously going to be powerful enough to charge a bastion shield while this ship is moving in all various different directions and firing all of its guns simultaneously. We will need to test that later. I'll leave a bit of room in there in order to add another generator if we need to. So there we go. I mean, that's got some bit of meaty armor around it, and we'll add to that as well. But let's put our warp drive friend. We'll put a bit of steel here because we're going to be. This is going to confuse the hell out of me now because it's like, is this armored, or did I just miss this bit? It's got the standard steel texture on it. It can't be. Right. Standard steel texture on the bottom of there, and down the sides. Because around the engineering section, which this will be, I want nice texturing. Nice clean texturing, right. Okay, and we're gonna put our warp drive in around here as well. Keep getting these little micro lag stutters, it's really annoying. So let's grab. Now I'm gonna stick an advanced warp drive in there for now, but very much so it will be the big old super duper warp drive, the antimatter drive. Once you bring it in, well, I mean, it's up to you, I suppose. You can choose to upgrade or not. I'm gonna have it on the ceiling, upside down, like that. Yes. And maybe move that forward a little bit, actually. Okay. We can build some cool stuff around that. That'd be cool. Use some heavy glass or whatever. So generators, warp drive, plenty of room, and let's put some fuel tanks down the side here as well. Spaced out, of course, by maybe a little bit more. Couple of fuel tanks there. The image quality is way better here than on YouTube. Why? I don't know. I think there's I mean, Luce was saying, Luce is one of the one of my friends was saying that if on YouTube they prioritize a live stream, like what server, like how much power they give it and stuff like that, based on how many likes it gets and how many viewers it's got. Essentially, it's kind of a popularity contest where if your stream isn't like getting hundreds of thousands of views, then you're going to be basically on their crappy backup servers. That's how I understood it anyway. Whereas Twitch just treat all streams. I nearly realised what I was about to say then. Twitch don't treat all streams equally, but I think strictly from a server point of view that they kind of do. Right, here we go. We've got, I know those triple fuel tank things there, one of those goes off, all three of them, but hopefully they'll be safe from setting each bank off simultaneously. Now there are primary fuel tanks. They're hopefully the last fuel tanks that would get hit ever in the history of ever. Ammo boxes, I was going to stick in this space right here, sort of underneath these weapon turret placements and stuff. So we're going to have a few of these. I want 6. 320,000 KSU ammo boxes. How much space have we got there? Not a lot. Bring that over a bit. That middle? That's middle. I don't remember how many it requires, but it's a little bit more than that. This guy's going to be alright, I think, in the middle. To both worlds there. 320,000. You're fine. You'll be alright as well. Oh, there's loads of armor there. There we go. So each of these are 320,000. 6 of those. We've got ammo boxes, guys. Success. Only one way to test fuel tanks, and that is with the debug gun. Absolutely right. Quite right. Now, obviously, I'm going to be limited. If I allow access to these ammo box controllers, I'm going to have to allow access through this corridor of Xenosteel textures, which kind of sucks. Well, I can do this and just say, well, that's your corridor. You can walk down here and you can physically access these, but that's it. Everything else is blocked off. This weird section here, I don't know. We could maybe put some O2 tanks in there or something. I think we're going to have lots of like weird cubby holes everywhere where we just don't have anything in them. But this would be a good place for a gravity generator or two, maybe. Let's see. Grav generator, please. Okay. So the bridge itself is going above that line there. This is where we're going to be controlling the ship from. Okay, which means we've got a little bit of space here. What's that? It's 3 blocks. Lovely. So I'm late. I got access to Starbase Alpha yesterday, so massive learning curve. Holy crap, yeah. Last Braveheart, welcome along. Do let me know. How's it going? What's it like? Is it good? Is it worthy? Oh, I scale up the fuel tank size the heavier the block needed, huh? I suppose that makes sense. I heard a while back that wheels may be implemented in the game at some point. Did that die out? Wheels were never, ever going to be implemented into the game. I think we hoped for wheels into the game, but, you know, no. After speaking with Elion about that sort of thing, it was very much a big fat no. It's the same with pistons and rotors. That was a very much a big fat no. Never gonna happen. Operator Hoot, good evening, sir. Yeah, it good, but has a lot of controls. Yeah, sandbox games, I guess. Right, can we add some fuel in here and send some power on? I want to see how far the gravity field extends. Okay, there. So we'll need another gravity generator around here. Alright. Should we have another 2 grav gens? I don't know, like, it would be good to have just 1 here, I suppose, but it will be off-center. Which I hate off-center stuff. Yeah, they're ready to be off-center. Alright, we'll put it there, and we'll just multi-tool that one away. And that extends to there, which we would not going to be anywhere near anyway. Good. Spanj, I suggest you make a cheeky copy of that ship, fuel it, test explode one of those fuel tanks. Better to find out now whether they'll chain. Yep, it's a good idea. Definitely a good idea. Just trying to think 1 second, because I mean I was going to put some glass and stuff around these generators as well. Let's get some heavy glass in here. Don't need these ammo boxes anymore. Well, that was fun. Right, I just wanted to wrap it all in the sort of glass and stuff that I had a general sort of idea for before I test explode it. Regular steel will not contain an advanced generator. Okay. Let's see how far it goes. And then we can always... If I need to put, like, you know, combat steel in there, then I'll put combat steel in there. Alright, let's get rid of this one. Well, that didn't go very far. It took the other generator with it. But that seems to be as far as it's gone. It's obviously hit this glass. Fuel tank is still 100% health though. And these fuel tanks... Okay, so the fuel tanks definitely need some more. Okay, so the fuel tanks definitely need some armor around them, but the advanced gens are alright. Alright, good to know. Good call. Will combat steel between the fuel tanks be sufficient? Let's find out. Let's just put some more back, yeah? Right. Combat steel. Obviously, we're stacking these 3 deep. So combat steel between the 2 blocks. Bit of an overlap. Above and below. I don't think I need to put fuel in them, do I? Combat steel, does it? Okay. One more test. Second, hang on. Just the combat steel blocks directly between. No overlap. Beautiful. Okay. Alright. I might have to set the fuel tanks back further then, maybe, because they did get rid of that warp drive. So yeah. Alright. Good test. 1056. Good. Because the glass, I think, survived. If we replace these blocks around the warp drive with combat steel versions. Might be sufficient. See then, the combat steel saves the warp drive. Gravity generator got blown up, but then we didn't have... Alright. I'm pretty happy with that. Warp drive still intact. 4 separate explosions required to destroy those rear generators. Cool. Power is still on. Good call. Insulate your fuel tanks with combat steel, guys. That or heavy glass as well. Also helps. Okay, we need core room. Not just a core room as well, like quantums, cores, everything. So we need regular core, standard extenders, and yeah, about 999 of those sounds about right. Okay. I am Balls Spaghetti. Why didn't I get a? Did I get an audio thing for that? I didn't even notice. Dude, thank you so much for the £5. Very, very, very kind of you. That was absolutely very, very generous of you. Thank you very much. So Spanj, you are hereby authorized to search the local systems to find and then arm the Spanjnaut with EGBOD guns and ammo, explodey green balls of death. They shall be critical in the war of the title of biggest nerd. Explodey green balls of death, yeah. I can arm the damn thing with explodey green balls of death. I shall. I will do so. But I suspect, nay, I will not be able to do that. Okay, we are going to have a plinth for our core. All plinthy and core-like in its majesty. How many of these can I have? Just the one, yeah. Where did my other ones go? Did I, Oh, there they are. Okay. It's flanked by computer cores. Alright. There's the standards. Now for the quantums. Standard quantum in place. Alright. Now then. We want many, 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 many quantums because we have 2.3 million CPU and we need 13 million. Bearing in mind that I took the Bastion shield out, so we need to put that back first. Bastion shield. That goes around here somewhere. I like to stick this thing on the roof, actually. It's a little bit too close to the outer hull here. Yeah, that's good. Nice. Okay. Now that 11.75 million. Why has it gone down? Oh, right. The anti-man warp drive is no longer there. I'm just dragging quantums right now. Computer core. 11.9 million. Yes. Are you using a standard pentaxid tank on this ship? Yes. Looks like server racks. That's what I was going for. Night Beholder. Absolutely bang on. It's a computer core, so server racks would be very fitting, yes. Okay. I'm trying to think of a way to make this kind of look cool around the shield generator here. I'm thinking like circular sort of thing like that, maybe. Don't forget climate control in the server room. Oh yes, absolutely need to add some fans. Don't worry, we'll add plenty of fans and pipage in there, cooling and stuff. It'll be glorious. It will be glorious. Because I think what I can do is... Well, I'll show you. This Xeno stuff. It glows a lot. I mean, the purple was a bit kind of dull, but, you know, it glows a lot. Bright pink is interestingly kind of matching. Wow. Problem is the glass dulls it. So now it just looks like pink soup. Unless you're like looking directly at it through the glass, pink soup. So yeah. I can't hear myself think over that texture. Well, the thing is, you're not going to be in the room, you're going to be through the glass here, but... yeah. It's like a green. Whoa! That's very green. 2 blue, 2 cyan, 2 orange, 2 yellow. It's starting to see a pattern here. Woo! Yeah. Whichever color you choose on that texture, it will just eradicate back to. Okay. Well, we'll go with this then. This is my fallback. Xeno texture for things like this. There we go. It's fine. Okay. Well, I mean, it's going to be a sealed room anyway. It makes it look like all radioactive and dangerous. Which, of course, it is. All radioactive and dangerous. Of course, I could add like a little hatch or something, so that you can access it. Maintenance hatch. Hey! Hey, we was a YT. Dude, thank you very much to the 35 Zars. Unlike Zars, Zars should sound like a proper currency, that does. Do you have the Zars? Yes, we have the Zars. Do you have the stuff? Yes, we have the stuff. Then let us deal. Yes, let's. Zars. Proper currency. Thank you very much, sir. Very, very generous of you. Much appreciated. Awesome channel, Spanj. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. If you didn't, then you wouldn't be here. And I'm very glad you're here. So thank you. What do you like? What do you think of my server racks, guys? You like the server racks? You like? We are at 11.9 million, and we've got 11,756,000 spent. But the main stuff is in there. The only thing is, I will need more quantums because... well, that's an advanced warp drive, which are 80,000 CPU. But of course, you'll probably be fitting in one of these, which is 2 million CPU. Yeah. So... maybe what we should do is actually, if I take that out, temporarily put in the antimatter drive. And then we can actually see, yeah, we're a little ways off. So we're going to need more quantums, which is fine. I suppose I could just literally add like another couple of banks here. There's no way we're going to need. Done! Okay, it's easy. Yeah, it is quantum physics. It's easy. Yeah, I don't know why people struggle with it. God, I don't know. Right. Actually, there's no way into the banks if I do that. So. What we should do is do something like that. You know, like access corridor, glass door, lovely jubbly. Hello. We've actually got like space here for even more, if you want. Yeah, a few more, but that's it. Ventilation. Big pipey vents. Pipey vents. Yes. How are those for cooling? Oh, would it be cooler if I had like them pointing down like that? But then like, you know, loads of them. Yeah. What do you say? Huh? One down there as well. All the cooling systems. Alright. Happy with that. Computer-y type core room type thing. Sort of. Minus some fluffy fluff detail. Right. So now we need to kind of transition between warp core and that. Definitely is calling for a physical wall, I think. Do I get radiation here? I do not. Fantastic. I was glad. I was hoping that would be the case. Let's actually put the doors here. And then we can actually have these fancy pants double doors. I never get to use these. And I like them because they look cool. They look cool. Fancy pants double doors. What I'm doing. Okay. Just thinking like, we need a way up into, from the hangar bay to the bridge. I'm thinking... right through there. Two elevators to access the entire ship. Two elevators. That's it. Well, three, I suppose, technically, but you know, these two are the same. Two elevators, access to the whole ship. Groovy. Absolutely groovy. Okay. Yeah, I can sort of flesh this out a little bit more later. I still want to put in plenty of fuel tanks and stuff. We need to put some O2 in. Let's grab some O2. O2, it doesn't need to be overly well insulated, but insulated enough, I guess. Don't need a huge amount of O2. Like, that'll do. 6 tanks. Should be plenty. Oh! Little jingle bell. Little jingle bell. Dude, thank you very much. We woozer. Again. Dude, thank you very much for the 35 stars once again. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Can you share Johnny and Laney's channels? I've watched them with you and they are awesome. Yeah, I can indeed. Bear with me 1 secondo. Einem Minuten bitte. Yeah, I don't... I should include them into the stream descriptions, but because the stream descriptions are reset every single time, I forget to do it. So this is Laney. That's Laney's channel. And... Johnny, where are you? Wait, what the hell? Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh dear. Hold on. Where is the bastard? Johnny! Where's your frickin' channel, man? I can't find it. You haven't posted a video in like forever. Or if you have, you haven't. Hang on it. Hang on. Here we go. Oh, you might hear something. Sorry. Yeah. God, you'd think I'd be a little bit more attuned to this. Bless it, Johnny. He's only got 88 subs. Bless him. He tries. He's a really nice guy, though. There you go. Johnny's channel. Got there in the end. Winning. Got there in the end. Has Blighted hidden it? Speaking of Blighted, where's Blighted? Blighted at the moment, I think, is chilling on my Discord. Actually, Johnny's streaming right now. I know, he's logged off. I don't know where Blighted is. Who knows? He could be doing anything. He's got a family, you know. It's kind of busy. He doesn't have a channel, though, if you're wondering. Blighted does not have a channel. He couldn't have a channel. His house is too noisy. But he is bloody entertaining, though. I'll give him that. He is a very entertaining chap. Alright. Fuel tanks. Good. Sorry. O2 tanks. Good. This heavy glass is really annoying because it doesn't line up with the right side of the block that you need it to line up to. Johnny has 95s. There you go. Go pop in on his stream. Say hi. Tell him Spanj said get back to work. Nah, tell him I said hi. Johnny's a really nice guy. He deserves, he definitely deserves a few more subs, bless him. Right, what am I doing, what am I doing, what am I doing? I got the elevator access sorted, so we now have access to this bridge area and whatever this is going to be. This, I was thinking maybe medical would be quite good. Medical and kind of livy stuff, armor lockers and stuff. Maybe like a little crew R&R area. Then we got little corridor access to our ammo boxes down here, but this will be shut off with we'll put an armored door there. No oxygen or something, you know. It would make sense to kind of starve the ammo area of air anyway to stop, you know, explosions from happening. Suffocate the flames. You have to EVA to go over there. Alright, we were going to put some more fuel tanks in. I was going to put them in over here somewhere, and then obviously we need to insulate them with combat steel. Let's put them right on the outside here. Nice big gap. We raise them. Actually, let's keep them on the lower side. Ranks of 3 again. Lots of fuel capacity. Hey, Barbarian. Welcome along. He had 89 a minute ago. Let's see if we can get Johnny over 100. Go on. Everybody head over to Johnny's channel now. Give him a cheeky sub. Give him a cheeky sub. It doesn't hurt. It's literally one button. Get him over 100 subs. Go on. Go on. You can consider it your nice deed of the day. Done. Yes! Love it. Good job, guys. Well done. Cookies for everybody. Cookies for everyone. Alright, I'm going to leave the nice little gaps between there because they form sort of natural lag shot in there anyway. So that's good. We are going to insulate these thrusters a little bit more, but just with regular steel to keep the weight down. Don't want to be adding any more combat steel really to this thing. Ooh, I don't know where I went then. Oh, we are going to put combat steel between this thruster and these ammo boxes, though. Faux show. Let's stop a cascade reaction before it happens here, shall we? Single layer of combat steel might not be sufficient to prevent a cascade failure of ammo boxes. In fairness, it might be insufficient. $107. Yeah, nice. Awesome stuff, guys. Well done. Nice work. Absolutely killing it. Johnny's got a few days off work, actually, at the moment, so he might be streaming quite a lot over the next few days. If it's not a visible block, it should be a Xeno steel block. Yeah, but you're adding just crap loads more weight. That's the problem. And you know, steel blocks are still insulate to a degree. I grant you, not as much, but I don't know what I'm doing with these thrusters. I'm trying to pretty up the rear axis of them because they are quite a nice model. But there's no way in here. I've blocked it off. Oh, versus combat. Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose it would actually make sense that would be Xeno, not combat steel. You're absolutely right. Why am I using combat steel there? Good point. Very good point. Just because I had it in my thing and I didn't think to change it. And that is it. That is the whole reason. Yeah, I don't know any reason why I wouldn't just block these off completely, to be honest. Or why? Darn! Darn it. Can I do replace blocks? You know, just replace blocks. I could just put those back to Xeno steel. Combat, alien full large, combat, hull combat full large, alien full large. Alright, okay. Replace blocks tutorial. Replace blocks, then the ID. Then what you are wanting to replace. And then what you are wanting to replace it with. Smashing. Ugh. Ugh. Cool. Alright. Can you guys on Twitch see the YouTube comments? Probably not. Probably not. The chat going backwards and forwards has been not working for a while. I am sorry about that. This is now the Booger vessel. The Booger vessel. Nah, not quite. The Booger vessel. I dub thee the Spanjanite ship Boogers. Booger, 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 booger. Okay. Yeah, we got sort of random spaces around. The big cavity of whatever's here. I don't know. We could put more generators here if it came to it. It's right behind these XL thrusters though, so. More fuel tanks. More ammo boxes. Storage. You can see Twitch from YouTube. Oh, okay. HMS Booger. You're using Restream as the chat rebroadcast? Yes, it should be. But since Streamlabs did a load of shenanigans and kind of it broke a bit and I haven't fixed it yet. It's probably just like a bloody tick box option I need to re-tick. Or some nonsense like that. Oh, okay. Some of you guys can see Twitch from YouTube, vice versa. Others cannot. Right, what are we missing? We've got our CPU, we've got a warp drive, we've got our shield generator, we've got loads of fuel tanks. Other than... Okay, cargo. Well, maybe. That's interesting, isn't it? You know that big, huge cavity of space over at the front over here? Past these generators. This lot. I was thinking about either making this fuel tanks or ammo boxes, but considering the amount of fuel tanks that we managed to squeeze in on the outer wings, and of course these banks here. Do we need any more fuel tanks? Radar needs a J Randall needs a radar dish. What is our maximum fuel capacity? 647,000. 648,000. But it's burning like a point every second. No, that's more than a point. That's 10 points a second. Wow. Well, 648,000 divided by 10. That's how many seconds of fuel we got. Just idling, bear in mind. Not even the shields are up. Divided by 60 is 1,133 minutes. 18 hours. 18 hours of fuel. Okay. Oh, Maliki got there first. Brilliant. Well done, mate. 18 hours of fuel. Just idling. I suppose that would go up with... I mean, it says there. I don't know why I've bothered using the calculator. The game does it for me. Fucking idiot. So the fuel doesn't change whether I turn the thrusters on or not. We need more fuel tanks. That's the simple answer. Hey, the game does this wonderful thing. It calculates all the fuel you need for you. Ah, wonderful. That's amazing. Let me do it manually with the freaking calculator. You doofus. You dirt damn doofus. More fuel tanks. More fuel tanks. Don't know why banks of 3, I'm just obsessed with banks of 3. Because they fit perfectly in these little spaces. Look at that. Oh yeah. Booyah! We should probably put some lag show around these. Now that I've just done that. The only problem with lag shot in large quantities is it in turn causes lag. Johnny says thanks for the subs. Tell him he owes me. I'll send him the bill. Send him a quote. Yeah, I'll send him an invoice. There you go. Okay. Thank you, Eagle. Send him the bill for 10 Spanj blocks. He'd gladly pay me an Appleseed Brews. Of course he would, bastard. Got enough of those. There we go. Okay, so we've got some lag shot around our fuel tanks there. We don't have a lag shot around these fuel tanks. We kind of do. We have sort of naturally occurring lag shot around those because we just haven't filled the blocks in, but some of the fuel tanks are exposed from some directions. It's fine. Lag shot can cause lags and then ultimately end up in more lag shots happening, so it's kind of like, well, do you protect against it or not? Generally, I'd recommend you just sort of do some around some critical components somewhere. Targetable ones at least anyway, so that's surrounded in targetable components like thrusters and guns, so I think it's pretty good to do it there. But I mean, that area in theory shouldn't take any damage, but yeah. Okay, I think now, let's see what our fuel capacity is now. 31 hours. Really? That doesn't seem right. Thrusters off. You want to be 31 hours hoursing me with what's running? Just the guns? They don't take that much power, do they? Guns off. Alright, maybe they do. 66 hours. Wow. Crazy. 66 hours of idle power just by turning the guns off. Gravity generators will be put on, like power save. I guess all these CPU extenders take up a lot of power, don't they? Didn't Elion say they fixed lag shot? Good one. Are angle blocks change something compared to cube ones? I don't know what that question is. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what that question is. Anyway, I'm sure you'll get back to me. It'll be fine. Right, we need some stairs down. Nice, long. 2-step corridor, I guess. I don't like the block shapes in this game. I still love the game. Yeah. That sounds about right. Let's do something funky with this. I want to do something funky with it. Funky. Do something funky, 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 funky. Use railings. Railings are the magic block. It can be anything. Not necessarily railings. Ooh, actually, let me undo that. I always forget these hull blocks, and they're really good. They look amazing. They're a bit of a nightmare to texture mind. I've just realised the problem in what I was just about to do. Damn. Doesn't really work. You were placing ramp blocks instead of cubes around the fuel tanks. There's a reason. Yes, lag shot. Sorry. So what that means is, let me see, right, I got lag shot around these generators. It's basically sloped blocks instead of cube blocks. Because if you fly inside a cube block like you do in God mode, so you just go fly into this wall here, and suddenly all the blocks turn invisible. Apart from the sloped ones. Now if you imagine that I'm a ballistic missile, and then I'm flying towards the ship here, flying towards this wall, and then a bit of lag happens. It happens. And suddenly my position is recalculated to here. I haven't exploded on that wall that was in front of me because I've just lagged through it. Because, you know, lag happens. And as you can see, all the blocks in front of me are completely invisible. So, as far as I'm concerned, as this missile, I am free to move through all of these blocks completely and utterly unhindered. Until I come to the next solid bit of wall, in which case I have another chance to explode on it instead of continuing to travel. Lag shot is the same principle. You know, you use these slope blocks because they create a break in this invisible pathway through everything. You know, I'm glitched inside the walls here, but you can definitely see this wall here, and this is within the armor. So as a missile, I would come and explode there instead of exploding where I should have exploded back there. It's another way of ensuring against the game's lag. And that is it. That is all it is. So much more room in this ship than I thought I was going to have. It really is. Oh, yeah, right. So, is this like a floating punching bag? Yeah, pretty much, John Wells. It is basically a floating punching bag. It will be shot a lot. It'll take so much damage. And I'm trying to design it in such a way that it can take a ridiculous amount of damage and continue to function. And continue to fight. With over half the ship missing, it should still be able to fight. Big thank you. Coming back to this game after 1.5 years. Lot of catching up to do. Oh, yeah. And that's before you even check out things like Reforged Eden and Project Eden. Ah! It's not how much you could dish out, but how much you could take. Absolutely. Well, yeah, it is. It is a lot. In Reforged, it's all about how much you could take. Oh, yeah. Vermilion did turn the rules upside down with that particular one. Okay, so I've got this lake space here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it, though. Yeah. There's a lot of, like, spaces and stuff. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. We shall try and find something to do with it. Don't worry. I am confident we will find something. I do hate building on the symmetry line. So tricky. Farm area, production area. Production area is an interesting one actually because I don't have that. I don't have a space for that. Constructors and stuff. Maybe, because they're not mission critical. It's annoying if constructors explode, of course, but they're not mission critical. So that's a good call. Good call. I kind of feel like I could work the constructors into this space here though, rather than having to go all the way down through here to get to constructors. Seems like a long way to go. Like, it's nice to have access to all this stuff, but I don't want anything down here to be stuff that you need to go and access, like, manually. I know you can access constructors through the control panel and stuff like that, but I generally find constructors a lot easier to deal with if I'm at them. Why is this Xeno? It seems like an excessive amount. It is the... Yeah. Seems like a lot. Okay. What if I was to add the constructors into this space here? 4 advanced constructors. I've never needed more than 4, although my frontier outpost station has 6 with a bunch of smalls as well. I can't see things. Where the bloody hell are they? There's advanced constructors. Okay. I'm facing the wrong way. Turn around, you two. Okay. Okay. One for each ammo type. Oh my god. Hang on, how many ammo types are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 constructors. It's a lot of constructors. I'm gonna stick with 4. I'm gonna stick with just 4. By the time you've got something like this, you're gonna have production facilities up the wazoo. So, hey, Johnny! We were just talking about you. Don't know if you noticed. Thank you very much for gifting subs to a bunch of these guys. Very, very kind of you. Very generous, sir. Very kind. Welcome as well to the stream. Hope you had a good stream there, bud. Right. So we got a core room, we got ammo, we got fuel for days, we got O2, we got random empty bits of space. We got a space up here for medical and armor lockers and stuff. We've obviously got the bridge here, which is going to be like a armored CDC without any kind of screens or anything. We've got some constructing space here I could expand on. I think 4 will be sufficient. The big question mark I have is whether to put a bloody garden on this thing. And at the moment, I'm like, I don't think I want to put a garden on this. I want to be able to turn it off, you know. And honestly, in my opinion, gardens should stay on space stations. You should just like build up a bunch of ration packs and then go off gallivanting around the space. Maybe we'll have some fridges, of course, and stuff, but yeah, I'm not currently thinking a garden is a good idea. So, what do we got? We got a three block spacing here. Okay, we're gonna have some smalls lined up here though. Just a few. Let's break that up a little bit. Gonna line those smalls up to be some kind of production line sort of thing. Solar's a good shout, actually. I've completely forgotten about solar. But even with solar, this thing will not, unless I like, even if I coated the bottom of the ship in solar panels or whatever, the number of quantums this thing has just burns too much power to be compensated by solar panels. I'm going to try and grab some though. We're going to see what we can do with these solar panels. Hang on. No. There they are. Hey, that might be exactly what we need for... Oops. Oh, okay, so they do have the little slopes. Right. Some, like, the back of these, like, fins here are looking pretty decent solar thingies right now. What do you think? Are they the right number of blocks, though? They're not, are they? They're... Ah, damn it! It won't be symmetrical. Triggered! You put them on one, like, bias to one side, but I think that's gonna just... It's gonna pee me off. It's gonna piss you guys off as well, isn't it? Triggered! Triggered! Ah, you're a son of a bean. Two. Solar, all the things. No, I agree, it's probably not worth it. However, I am curious now. It's got some solar. Alright. It won't do bugger all, but it's got solar. And 8 capacitors to go with it. What's that done now? 131 hours of power. Except if I turn the guns on, it goes down to 62. Actually, do you know what? That is worth it. That is worth 131 hours of power with a well, that's even not even direct sun. That's like partial sun. That's not bad at all, actually. That is not bad at all. Good call. Give that man a cookie. Cookie distribution service. We had even more. Add another 2 panels there. How many quantums will be needed? How many quantums do we have? Hang on a second. $70 minus 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 61. 61 quantums? No biggie. 61 quantum cores? Easy. Itsuji will have that sorted in like 5 minutes. Guy's a machine. There you go, you park with your ass to the sun and, you know, you can get actually a fair old amount of power out of those things. That's fair dinkums, that. Quantum CPU extender, question mark. Goblins! Is this reforged? It is Reforged Eden, yeah. Reforged Eden. In fact, this is a Reforged Eden scenario. This isn't a creative, well, it is creative mode, but it is the Reforged Eden scenario, and I've just gone to a random nice temperate planet to set up my creative shop. When I started the game, I set the mode to creative. It is Reforged Eden, so that includes everything, basically everything that is in Reforged Galaxy and Project Eden, because the Reforged Galaxy Creative Studio doesn't include all the fancy stuff that Revian has recently started adding into Project Eden, so bear that in mind. Fancy stuff not included. Right, I have somehow managed to fall outside of the ship, I think because you guys were talking about solar panels or something, so I'm now going to be doing stuff on the outside of the ship. And it's all your fault. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I do hate those vents, they're so ugly. You need a pentaxid tank somewhere. Pentaxid tank. Why did you put it down there? Ooh, dramatic. It's well dramatic. Everybody brace yourself, something big's about to happen. Whoa! What? Hey, JB King Jr. Dude, thank you very much for all the gifted subs. Sorry, I didn't shout that out before. You did it right after Johnny's. I assumed the sound was all for the same one. Could have an entire stream of Spanj trying to find the right orientation of blocks. How did you place those vents over existing blocks, or did I see it correctly? I removed the blocks. Ryan. Ninja Spanj, hello from Malawi. Ryan, what's up, man? Welcome along. Sorry, that was Helgard. The chat scored up. Needs more cowbells. Needs more pipes. You had 71 quantum cores, 61. Quantums extend CPU. So in Reforged, CPU is handled slightly differently than what it is in Vanilla. In Vanilla, you are given a fixed amount unless you get an advanced core, in which case it just completely wipes out CPU altogether. The amounts you get in Vanilla are much more generous, but the way that Vermilion, the author of Reforged Galaxy, has redone the CPU means that actually you can have as much CPU as you want if you're willing to grind for it through quantum cores, which are CPU extending devices essentially. Each quantum core gives you, I think, 200,000 CPU. With the standard extenders, so you can have up to 7 extenders. They will give you 2.1 million CPU, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you can actually get a reasonable ship with that. Something that can function quite well for most needs. But yes, with the quantums which you farm from legacy ships, you can get much more. You can get pretty much as much CPU as you could possibly ever need. No, we don't require unblocked engines on the server. No, the only engines that need to be exposed, and they could be vented over as well. They need to be visibly exposed. Are the rear ones, rear thrusters. But I mean, to be honest, most thruster covering rules are for PvP, and we're primarily a PvE server anyway. So, with Reforged, PvE is a genuine and serious challenge. So, I'm thinking. I don't want to get rid of the lag shot around these generators, but this would make quite good sort of crew quarter area. It'd be quite narrow quarters, though, is the only thing. So, this area is going to be all extensions. Container controllers. So, I'll probably line them up on the inner wall. These are ammo boxes. It's a warship. Crew can sleep outside. I like his style. Bit harsh, but I like it. It's 184. $20. Okay, cool. So we need a 2-block gap. Nice. Gerald is good lag shot. Yeah. He's not. He's a freaking coward. What was I after? Carbon blocks, right. I don't want to get rid of the lag shot there, but what I may be able to do is turn it upside down. I would then have... I'll use combat steel. Sucks. But it will give me a floor that I can use then. There we go. You've got all this space here that we can turn into crew quarters and RP stuff like recreation, canteen, whatnot. It does kind of weirdly mean, I don't know, maybe we could come up with a different path through the ship, but we'd have to eat into some armor to do it. Yeah, that seems too close to me. I was thinking maybe we can go up. We'd have like one block between the elevator access and then like coming through the front of the bridge there. We have to go through the computer core to go from the bridge to the recreation areas. But I mean, this entire front section, realistically, you're not going to be using. You're not going to be going to. In fairness, we could turn this into grow gardens, and then you would have to go to it. But then, that's a pain in the ass. Eva, what's up, dude? Thanks to the great cruise stream yesterday. Oh boy, that was intense. That was an intense stream yesterday. You're welcome, by the way. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We had a lot of challenges in that stream. Really, really challenging. It is a combat ship. It is a combat ship, and it's also something that you want to be... You will probably end up spending a lot of time in, I think, because if you think about Hitsuju's... I know this is Hitsuju's playstyle, but his ambassador, he lived in that thing. And that was his combat ship, his production ship. He had all of his stuff in it, or a lot of his stuff in it. And he used it for everything. I'm not saying that you would use this for everything. Because I think it's just too big. It can't go down on planets. Much salt. It was very salty. Sorry, Johnny. I got quite pissy in that one. There is only one layer of combat steel. Xeno in between there. Narrow. Yeah. Kind of a mothership, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of storage in here. We've got loads of storage. In theory, yeah. But most things won't get through a Bastion shield generator before the weapon systems on this ship would annihilate whatever it was that it was facing down. Now, the only thing that would potentially destroy this ship would be something like the corrupt Zen 1 carrier. Although I'm going to test it, of course, against a Tavira. I don't believe a Tavira will survive. I think will defeat a Tavira. With probably, I don't know, maybe 20% hull damage. I'd have to wait and see, obviously. We'll test it before we texture it. But yeah. Or have some sulfur blighted. Blighted got so angry. What's the cost of keeping the shipyard powered 24/7 before you think of planning robot? Nothing. The shipyard... the ship powered... I mean, it'll run for 126 hours, but that is with the solar panels on the back doing a lot of the work. 1,068,000. That's 1,080,000 fuel capacity. 90 fuel tanks. Even with solar energy absorbing some of the power costs of those quantums, it is inefficient to keep it running in order to run grow plots. And if you've plugged an antimatter warp drive into this thing, you're at most 4 warp jumps from wherever your base is. Hey Frisky, what's up dude? Welcome along. That sounds like a lot of Hydra cells. That is a lot of Hydra cells. Bearing in mind I'm in God mode, so I just chucked in like a stack of 8,000 and it's down to 2,500. Frisky, to answer your question, mate, we are building a Dreadnought. This is the Dreadnought. So far, untextured, not complete yet. We're just hammering out the interior at the moment. Now I have to watch last night's for it. Cheaper to have a small solar farm CV docked to the back. Oh, yeah. Well, this is the thing. I mean, why bother? If you've got an antimatter warp drive, you could just walk back to your solar farm, pick up 250 ration packs, and not have to worry about food for the foreseeable future. Generally, it's the way I find it. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can put some flesh into the bones of the bridge, shall we? I'm gonna try and get some like nice shaping in here and stuff, but I'm struggling right now on that front. How best to go about doing that? Disco room. I built a tiny capital vessel with more guns than that. Cool. I suppose, yeah, you can warp the hell out of a cube. 134 turrets. And 41 weapons. Hey, Hazy all day. What's up, dude? Welcome along. This is a bridge. If anybody's playing the pipes drinking game, you do need to drink right now. Absolutely correct. This is a bridge. This doesn't look like a bridge. Looks like some kind of engineering hole. Yeah. Passenger seats and a lot of sort of console-y things. Oh, and we're going to need a lot of LCD art. We're going to need a lot of LCD art. Oh yeah, and you've hit the nail on the head there. We are going to have some glowies right in there. Oh yeah. Way ahead of you on that one. Glowies in the gaps. All of Spanj's ships show his superiority complex. He has to have the captain's chair raised above the crew, so they have to look up to him. Yeah. You do have a lot of raised bridges. I just really like the bridges that are on like different levels, multi-levels and stuff like that. And then it doesn't really make sense for the captain, driver, whatever to be at the bottom. Yeah. It does show my superiority complex in action. Quite right. Right, yeah, we need some... need some serious LCD stuff going on in here, right? When you finish the bridge, can you put the teleporter up there? Yeah, well, teleporter, I guess, could go here, or it could go up here. Does it make sense being on the bridge, right? Transporter room. Teleporter. I need somewhere where I can put a motion sensor pretty much directly above it. I gotta get rid of these. They're in the way. Okay, we can maybe finish some of that later. Did I show you guys Subnautica's LCD set? I think I did. It's fantastic. Holographic LCD set, keyboards. There it is. SD Subnautica. Yep. Pop this over here, out of the way. This thing is insane. Oh, he's added to it then. Wow. I didn't realize LCDs could go that high. That's craziness. I suppose he's put in the code there, isn't he? Height 1100. Is that just to prove how high one can go? Oh, look at his latest stuff that he's added in. The woke and easy to change color. That's awesome. That's awesome. All of it's awesome. I want it all. I must have it all. Ah, look at this stuff. Guardian. Detector. Wow. Ammo. Shield status. This is beautiful. It's absolute public service that he does because, you know, this just makes life so much easier. Thanks, Subnautica. You've done all the hard work for us. Fantastic. SD Industries. This thing is just insane. I don't understand it. It's very cool. It's like perfectly on round blocks. Really, really cool. And there's just dozens of them. All of his LCD work. I have over 300 turrets. Oh, okay. Try and use a block or deco you've never used before. LCD orgasm. Yeah, I know, right. A block or deco I've never used before. Block I've never used. I don't think I've ever used that one. I've used all of those. It's going to be obscure, round edge, thin blocks. I suspect that one. I mean, I've used all these, but that one maybe I don't think I've used. These ones, like these little sliced corner ones, I don't think I've used these. Maybe, well, I might have. I can't remember. There's definitely blocks like I've used some more than others. J-Rounder radar, got a purpose now. Yeah. I was thinking about, I stuck that on the roof here, and then it looked stupid. Possibly something that we can add underneath somewhere. There it is. I'd find it eventually. It was inevitable. At least if it's down there, I don't have to look at it. Yeah, my view is going to be back here, so yeah. It will be fine. Okay. Shall we test it? Shall we give it a wee little test? Oh, I think so. I think we should give it a wee little test. Row of spike points. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Row of spike points. Yeah, I've used those. I can't remember what one. Yeah, I built a fort. I built a wooden fort. I used them on that. Hey, look! It's the ramrod. Race winner. This thing's cool. Except once you get in it, you can't get out of it unless you're in God mode. This little cockpit, armoured cockpit thing I put over. It doesn't work quite right. Okay. I suppose we should probably head into like Emmerich class destroyer. Easy fish. What we need is like a Xerax combat site. Where were they? I think they were in like the center of the galaxy, around some of the big stars, weren't they? Combat sites. Xerax and alien combat sites. They were around these buggers. I think. I remember where I was when I did that video. Was it the anomalies? I didn't add Wi-Fi or anything yet. No. I mean around the anomalies. Empu 2. we go. I did press the button, sorry. Clearly I didn't unpress the button. Xerax asteroid field. This will do. This will do for now. I was looking for a combat site because usually you get more than one Tavera in a combat site, but we'll see what we got here. Crew sword, Periet class, defense station, repair station, crew sword. Seriously? Honestly, when you're looking for a bloody Tavera, you can't find a Tavera. Thermica station. Lame. This is half the bloody challenge I have with Imperion sometimes when I'm looking for screenshots or test stuff. It's finding it. Even with the sector commands, map commands. You're rolling the dice every single time. Seriously, no combat sites around here at all. Still hear the game music. You can hear me now, right? Crash. Camera. Periat. These are all ion sentries, heavy sentries. Crikey! Has he reduced the amount of Tavera spawns or something? What? Did Spanj say something? Nope. Nope, not me. Nope, I don't do that sort of thing. Let's go to this O-type star. Yeah, plasma fields in them. Hello? Hello? LOL. You guys are funny. You're so funny. Well, shit. Find something. Alright, screw this noise. Okay. We want edge of the galaxy is usually where we get Zurelia. I've actually been there. Probably because I was looking for a corrupted Zen one to take a picture of. Wait, is that the oh, here we go. Oh, that's empty space. Lame. Alien asteroid field, but no special encounter. Worst black hole ever. What about Miganex? Just a regular Zen one will do at this point. No special encounter. Second worst black hole system ever. And all around here, didn't I? Every single black hole looking for something. Looking for the corrupted Zen 1. 4 legacy asteroid fields. Man, now you get the quantums out of that bad boy. Woohoo! That'd be serious quantums, that would be. Still, no special encounter though. Moldy. Moldil. There were definitely special encounters in these ones, it just wasn't the right one. Ahaha. Captured Abyssal Shipyard, Zen 1 carrier. Now this isn't the corrupted one, in fairness, this is the regular Zen one. Go visit the Creole blockade system. There's an idea. There it is, over there. Here's the other thing, I'm not sure if my ship can get up to the top speed of 100 yet, actually. I assume it can. Right, we're going to sit here for a little while as well, because we need to charge its shields up. "11 hours of power while it's charging a Bastion shield." Seems good. Why am I carrying all this nonsense? Whoa. Right, we want that. We definitely want some of that. Some of that. Okay, now we want pretty much every type of ammunition there is in the game. We definitely want a lot of that. And a lot of that. Just hope this isn't putting it all in one box. That's the only... Probably is, but it doesn't matter. Yes. Yes. Yep. 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 Got those already. 2,000 should be fine. Mark 200s. Damn it. Alright. So shields are at 43%. Top speed is 61 meters a second. I don't think she's going to be fast enough to catch it. I don't know if it's the corrupted Zen one runs at 100 meters a second or not. If it does, then we might be bang out of luck. We will have to add more thrusters. We've got a space, we could add 4 more XLs in somewhere. Right around that middle center section there. .61 meters a second top speed. Damn! The whole top speed thing really annoys me. It's stupid. There isn't really a top speed. I suppose there would be a max inertia in space, but not that limited. You would be traveling a lot faster than this before you hit max speed. Seems a bit naff. Okay. Annually reload. We've got 6 missile launchers. Why are they separated? They're both the same type of launcher. Oh yeah. And we've got to select them separately? Why are the ones already on the left side working? The ones on the right aren't working. What the hell? That's so weird. Why are already half of them working? Hold up. What the beans is going on? Game limit. You! Missile launchers! Frickin' do something, you douchey douchebags! Man, that box is way over capacity. God, bunch of bellends. And you guys. I thought we could fire up to 21 fixed weapons at a time. What is this nonsense? It's only firing those 6 over there, and over those 6 there. But not on the other side. What? If anything, you'll probably hit the limit of shield hull damage due to impact with interstellar dust. Ah, there it is. Right. Laser cannons ready. If this thing bugs out, I can't catch it because now the speed. Okay, let's just slow down a second. Deal with the drones. Deal with the drones. Slaughter them. Alright, drones dealt with. I think it's coming right at me, boys. Here we go. Firing lasers. 50% shields, 40% shields, 30, 10. Done. Shields down. Switching to manual fire rockets. I'm at full reverse right now. My shields are at 60, 50%. I haven't configured the turrets. They're just shooting everything. Alright, I see the engines. Got those engines. %, shields. Shields are about to go down. Shields are buckling. Firing missiles. Taking hull damage. Whoa, yes. One set of engines are down. Moving on to the other set. With my one working set of rocket launchers. These are really difficult to aim, actually. And this thing's moving. I don't know if they're doing any damage. I assume they are. Taking damage actually on the gun emplacements at the top left. Those turrets are actually, for some reason, targeting those, and they really shouldn't be. They're being naughty. I am largely just leaving this all to my turrets because I have no idea what I'm shooting, if anything, right now. Swinging round. Head on. The lag is real, down at 11 frames with just one ship. Yeah, I am taking a lot of damage on the weapons emplacement in the top left corner, and I don't know why. For some reason they're targeting that. They're targeting mounted weapons, maybe? Is that what it is? I think it stopped, though. Just working over. Hopefully just getting rid of the turrets now. Oh yeah, something's exploding. Oh boy. The new damage counter on that thing is kind of cool. I don't really know what it means, whether those numbers are any good or not. The lag is real. Again, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? They seem to have a sort of fixation on those guns on the right-hand side. And it's really odd, because there are mounted weapons and turrets far earlier, closer in the ship there. I wonder if it's because these appear, like, within the turret's firing arc before the rest of the ship does, if you know what I mean. So if you're just cresting around, the turret can't shoot because, I don't know, it doesn't have gun depression or whatever. And then the first thing that it can shoot within its gun depression is the top of the ship, and so it just locks onto that target. I wonder if just putting some distance might alleviate that problem. But yeah, it's odd because that has obviously cost us quite a lot of the heavy turrets and stuff over there. I think it's dead. Have a little look-see. Let's level her out first. Oh, look at this. Even the bridge took some hits. That's so weird. But, yeah. Plenty of armor left. So, look. So, yeah, those took the brunt, which is as by design. And there's still a bunch of generators and stuff to go in there. So, that's good. One artillery gone there. Hell, even the GATs are still in. I don't know. The damage spread on this is really weird. It's really not how I expected it to go. Oh, the thrusters are there. It's taking some damage here, which is a bit odd. Like, what's there other than the thrusters, I suppose? But, I mean, if it's set to targeting thrusters, why isn't it targeting these ones? It's like you can't really trust it to target what you expect it to target. You've just got to have a ridiculous amount of armor. This is really annoying. Like, I don't know what that is. That shouldn't have happened. This one's fine, but I mean, you know, it's weird because this side of, like, the manual fire guns weren't working, so... Now that those ones are gone, does it fire the other set of rockets? This is the weird thing. Yeah, it's got another set there. Like, suddenly just appeared on my... What is that? Yeah. What the hell's that about? So can I only have 6 of those rockets? Is that what that is? It's crazy. Did you see that generator then? 92%. I wasn't really looking at the generator. Was that hitting above while we were fighting? Yeah. It ate it up. Just a bit of an annoying and an unexplained damage profile in return. Stream dead. Stream drop. What? Not this again. Does the single player turn on block count? It does, yeah, Battlestorm. Yeah, block counts are on by default. You gotta turn off device limits, I think it's called. Twitch is fine. It's just a YouTube blip. Man, that did actually eat through a lot of Xeno though, didn't it? That's a good, like, I don't know, 10 layers gone. Hmm. Plasmas did well. Plasmas survived. Did these even get targeted? It does look like they actually got targeted. They've taken out some of the lasers. So they did get targeted. They're shooting... The turrets on this thing are shooting everything. They're not set to a specific thing. Lost stream for 1 minute. Yeah, I don't know. Everything looks fine on my end. I'm just going to blame YouTube on that one. Sorry about that. We're back though, I think. So this is what, yeah. I mean, the turrets are set to target everything. They'll target generators, they'll target thrusters and things like that. Mounted weapons and turrets, which is why I've put everything that it can target, other than the warp core, of course, at the front of the ship here, so it could just hammer away at this bit. But grr, what happened up here? I don't know. But yeah, it ate it. So it can take a Zen 1, it'll definitely take a Tavira, I think. I think that the Zen 1 is stronger than the Tavira. It's Xeno, yeah, not carbon. I've just changed the texture of it, so it's not that horrible texture. It's all Xeno steel. I think you need to put some sentries in your frontal armor span to divert fire away from real guns. They don't target sentries anymore. Sentries are not targeted by turrets. That's why you've got to shoot them manually now in your tanks and stuff. The sentries are useless. You know, I put the guns underneath here to do that job, because when you're engaging something head-on, usually it's a front and above you, so these underside guns would probably not actually shoot anything. Or get shot all that much, really. But say all the guns on the top were defeated or blown up, it would then have to eat through the entire frontal hull in order to get to the next set of guns. So in a way they work like kind of bait turrets anyway. But yeah, that's the only bit I'm annoyed about. It's just like the rest of it. That's all worked perfectly. That's all worked as expected. That, don't know. Shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened. My only theory is, like I say, the gun depression thing, and that being so much higher than the rest of the ship. It's the first thing that some turrets can target. If they can't target anything under this line here, say we draw a line there, then they're going to shoot, you know, what they can shoot. So, yeah. What's the repair cost? And in materials, what's the best way to find that out? Hang on. Get a repair bay in. Wow, what the hell? Yeah, I think maybe a repeat of the strategy is needed. So repair costs of that is 17 large turret upgrade kits and 5 advanced. Platinum ingots, 60. Xeno material, 10,000. A lot of other stuff, 13,000 iron. The only thing that's really damning out of that is the turret kits. The 17 large turret upgrade kits. Everything else is like... If you got this shipping, you should have that in spades by then. But yeah. Okay. Right, I think I might repeat the test off camera and stuff. I think it's I think I've done as much as I can today. That Zen one is dead. Take that, you bastard. Where's the core room actually? Let me see. Sometimes the core room in these things, they have lots of nice stuff in them. Maybe he hasn't done it on the standard Zen one, and maybe it's only the corrupted one. But we would have got absolutely not worth it. Just what a load of rubbish. And yeah, some bits and bobs in between, I guess. Woo. The materials of the ship will have to be the... But I've taken this thing apart solo before, and it was enough to want to kill myself, to be honest. Salvaging that with a laser turret is just... Anyway. I'm reasonably happy with the way it performed. Apart from that nonsense up there, yeah, which I'll retest. I'll retest against a couple of other ships, and we'll see what happens. I would like to try and build this in single-player vanilla. Well, you can't, because it's got quantum extenders in it, and it's got crap load of reforged Eden stuff. You know, the whole side of the hull here is Vermilion's 3x1x3, 3x1x1 slope block. Doesn't exist in vanilla. All these turrets don't exist in vanilla. You know, yeah, it wouldn't work in vanilla. It's not designed for vanilla. It's overkill for vanilla. You know, I've shown in vanilla, you know, you want a ship that can take on most stuff. You need a gladiator, and that will take on most stuff. PvE in vanilla, that's fine. That's not even half the ship this thing is. But in Reforged, it's a completely different kettle of fish. It's just savagely hard. I don't know if a gladiator can take on a Zen one on its own, and in vanilla, to be fair, I don't think it could actually. But yeah. Familiar. Oh dear, we need to be able to hire NPCs to do stuff. Yep, absolutely true. Repair time 7 hours. On our server, repair time is instant. Just don't hire Gerald or his family. They don't show to work on time and complain all the time. They very much do. They are just a bunch of bastards. Anyway. Right, guys, that's going to be a stream today. Off camera, I'll try and do another test against a few more ships and see if this is a reoccurring issue. If it is, I have no idea what I'm going to do about it. In regards to the sort of these missile launchers, if they're only firing 6 at a time, then I might only need to have 3 on either pillar, I guess, which is rubbish. And it's the same with these cannons as well. If they're only firing 6 at a time, why have I got 12 of the buggers? Yeah. Or is it because they're so far apart? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it, but I'll do another couple of tests and see what we can find. But next time, we'll see if we can finish off the interior in regards to... Where the hell is it? This sort of area here. We might do a bit of roleplay with this. And the bridge, of course. This rear section here, which is going to be medical and maybe some canteeny stuff. If I can figure out during testing what the problems are, and we can run it through another test and maybe show it off against a bit more fighty stuff, and also hopefully start doing a bit of texturing, at least on the outside anyway. But that is going to be a stream for tonight. Ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the follows, the subs, the resubs, the gifting of subs. The giftings of subs was strong tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much also as well for all the super chat donations. Big shout out to Wewoozer YT, Ironballs McGinty, Michael Rhodes, and Merlin of Chaos. Red-Eyed Sniper as well. Thank you guys. You're most generous and very, very kind. I really appreciate it. And of course, thank you all for just being here, including you lurkers out there that never say anything. You guys are awesome too. Take care of yourself, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and hopefully I'll see you next stream, next Saturday, or maybe Friday if we do something. But I'll see you during the week either way. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. Be well. I'll see you soon. Good night. Bye-bye. Woo!